Welcome to Conflict News 24. Firstly, we have details for you on the ongoing Azerbaijan-Armenia resumption of escalation. This morning, Wednesday morning, once again, escalation was seen on Azerbaijan-Armenia border. 105 Armenian soldiers have been killed, according to Nikol Pashinyan, Armenian Prime Minister. And Armenia has invoked Article 4 of CSTO. What is this CSTO? We have details for you. Has Azerbaijan launched a ground offensive on Armenia? Is Azerbaijani military in control of any territory of Armenia? We have details for you. Secondly, Zelensky, Ukrainian President, the man is leading from the front. He was in Izyum today. Izyum, main city in Kharkiv, recaptured by Ukrainian military just 3 to 4 days ago. Lastly, viewers, Russians are making gains on Donetsk front. In a previous video, we reported about Kodyma, that Kodyma has come under Russian control. They have been fighting for days to take control of Kodyma. Now they have gone past Kodyma. We have details for you. Firstly, viewers, Azerbaijan, Armenia, resumption of armed hostilities. The two countries fought a war in 2020, 44-day long war. Once again, yesterday there was resumption of border fighting. And the fighting is all along Azerbaijan-Armenia border. It's not just on one front. So what happened in the last 24 hours? On Wednesday morning, once again, artillery strikes, rocket firing, drone strikes resumed in border areas. Both sides have shared conflicting information. Azerbaijani Ministry of Defense in a statement claimed that Armenian side was conducting artillery shelling on Kalbajar, Lachin and Dashkasan, Azerbaijani territories. D-20, D-30 howitzers and mortars were being used for these strikes on Azerbaijani territories. Armenia rejected Azerbaijani claim. Armenia in a statement said that from Sotik to Goris, all Armenian territory on Armenia side of Armenia-Azerbaijan border were under artillery strikes, mortar strikes and drone strikes from Azerbaijan side. Nikol Pashinyan, Armenian Prime Minister, confirmed today the death of 105 Armenian soldiers. So within the last 48 hours, 105 Armenian soldiers have been killed. Firstly. Secondly, Armenia invoked Article 4 of CSTO. Armenia is requesting Russia to support in 2002 Russia, Armenia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan, 6 countries signed a military alliance pact that is called CSTO. And Article 4 of this CSTO pact states that aggression on one country will be seen as aggression on all countries. So Armenia is seeking Russian help, that its territories are under attack from Azerbaijan. That is why Russia should support Armenia militarily. Russia has a base, a military base in Armenia, Gyumri military base, if I remember correctly. Some viewers would question why is that Armenia did not invoke Article 4 of CSTO in 2020 war. That war was over Nagorno-Karabakh, which is not part of Armenia. So Armenia was not technically in a position to invoke Article 4 of CSTO in 2020. The war was over Nagorno-Karabakh, and Nagorno-Karabakh internationally recognized part of Azerbaijan. That is why Armenia was not in a position to invoke Article 4 of CSTO in 2020. Has Azerbaijan launched any ground offensive on Armenia, which is being claimed by some sources? Azerbaijani Ministry of Defense in a statement said today that Armenia had deployed its troops, its military assets to border areas, to territory of Armenia, but very close to Armenia-Azerbaijan territory. So Azerbaijan is trying to justify its artillery strikes, its rocket firing, and perhaps ground operation as well on Armenia by claiming that Armenia has deployed its military assets close to the border areas, which Armenia can. Armenia has a right to deploy its troops, its military assets on its territory. Armenia, on the other hand, claimed that Azerbaijani forces today hit a vehicle of Russian Federal Security Services. The vehicle was operating for humanitarian purposes in Gegerkunik province of Armenia, but Azerbaijan denied this report. Now, what is the latest? All day there was exchange of artillery strikes, exchange of rocket firing as well. Just 30 minutes ago, Ministry of Defense of Armenia released a statement. It said that no Armenian settlement was under Azerbaijani control. All news was fake. But at the same time, Armenia did not reject the news that Azerbaijani forces had entered Armenian territory. So what we have learned is that Azerbaijani forces have entered Armenian territory, though they have not been able to capture any major settlement so far. So it means that tensions are all-time high after the conclusion of 2020 war on Azerbaijan-Armenia border. Does Azerbaijan want to reach Nakhchivan? We know that Azerbaijan has an exclave, a territory which is part of Azerbaijan, but it is not geographically connected with Azerbaijan. There is Armenia between Nakhchivan and Azerbaijan. Nakhchivan shares border with Turkey. And some experts say that through this offensive, Azerbaijan wants to reach Nakhchivan. It wants to connect Nakhchivan with Azerbaijan. Let's see what happens. What will Russia do? Will it provide military support to Armenia? Will it just send an observer mission to Armenia? That remains to be seen. Tension is high. Armenia is rejecting the news that its settlements, its territories are under Azerbaijani control, but ground operation from Azerbaijan towards Armenia is being reported. Secondly, viewers, Zelensky was in Izyum today. Zelensky, Ukrainian president, is leading his forces from the front. You can see some pictures on your screen. A general can be seen saluting Zelensky. Izyum was a key town retaken by Ukrainian forces just 3 days ago in Kharkiv. We know that in Kharkiv, Ukrainian forces have made considerable gains. Russians have withdrawn from most parts of Kharkiv, though they are still there. But to the right side of Oskil on Luhansk, Kharkiv border, Russians are still in Kharkiv, but they have left large territories in Kharkiv. And for morale boosting, Zelensky arrived in Izyum today. We'll have to say that Zelensky is leading his troops from the front. I remember when Kiev was under attack in February this year, the start of March as well. There were rumors being spread that Zelensky had fled Kiev, Ukrainian capital, and he was told by some diplomats, by other countries, that he should leave Kiev, that his life was in danger, that he should lead his country from western Ukraine. But he did not leave Kiev back then. He was in Kiev, and ultimately Ukrainian forces repelled Russian attack on Kiev. Kiev was about to fall, it seemed, in February and March, but you saw that Ukraine defended Kiev. Zelensky led from the front, and once again he's being seen very close to front lines in Izyum. Thirdly was Russian military is making gains. Russian and allied forces, they're making gains in Donetsk Oblast. In a previous video, we reported that Russian and allied forces had taken control of Kodyma. Now they have gone past Kodyma. Have a look at this map. You can see Bakhmut, Harlivka road, and close to this road is Kodyma. In a previous video, we reported that Russian military was seen in this part of Kodyma, in western part of Kodyma, so which was a confirmation that Kodyma had come under Russian control. But so far, Ukraine has not admitted that Kodyma has fallen to Russian military. Now, reportedly, Russian forces are advancing from Kodyma. Kodyma is in Donetsk, viewers. This is Donetsk Oblast, where Livka can be seen, and this is Kodyma. After taking control of Kodyma, Russian military is advancing. It is trying to cut off this road, which is Bakhmut, Horlivka road, and now fighting is ongoing close to this place, Odradivka. You can see Odradivka here, which is right on this road, main road, which links Bakhmut with Horlivka, and several sources are confirming that fighting is ongoing here. It means that Russians have managed to reach Odradivka, and they are cutting off this road. We heard about fighting close to Kurdyumivka more than 3 weeks ago, and near Dacha as well. But somehow Ukrainians repelled Russian advance towards Kurdyumivka. But now when Kodyma has fallen to Russian military, their advance towards this road and to the west of this road is gaining pace. That is why they have managed to reach Odradivka, where heavy fighting is ongoing. Bakhmut is still under Ukrainian control. There is a stalemate for weeks. Russia has been trying to enter Bakhmut, still no success. Soledar as well, where that Russians are in eastern part of Soledar, but town is not fully under Russian control. Thanks for watching.